What's popping? Who's out there? Who's out there, man? You ready to go join the Ukraine war? You too? Rappers talking about they want to join the Ukraine war. Let me set this up real quick. If it falls, my bad. But let's get this thing. It's not gonna work. That right here, son. Get me on cell phone kick my joints. Yeah. D Marie, for those who don't know me, it's D Marie. As you see, I'm in the office. You know what I mean? Talking to the people. Oh, man. People want to text me, I'm not answering it. All right? What y'all think about that, man? Rappers want to join the Ukraine war. I remember a few years back, I used to say these dudes want to kill each other. Why don't you go kill for a cause? Become a hero or something, man. Put your mixtape out in Ukraine. But today, let's break it down. My name is D Marie. I am a stand-up comedian in New York City. I'm a nobody, but we're gonna change that, right? We're gonna change me being a nobody. I'm somebody to my mama and myself and my child, so that's all that matters right now. But that's not important, right? The clout chasing, the chase clouting, whatever. But a rapper from Texas, never heard of the guy. He says his name is OG Bobby Billions. I checked the Forbes and I don't see his name on there. Maybe he's Bobby Kennedy or something. Bobby Kennedy's lost child. I don't know. But a rapper named Bobby Billions in Texas is calling out BDs and GDs to go with their sticks. If you don't know what a stick is, I'll explain that in a little bit. With their sticks to Ukraine. Because he's tired of seeing the images of people being hurt. Now, all of a sudden, here's the thing. I don't know this guy, Bobby Billions. Let's try to, while we're on live, we're going to try to Google and look up this guy to see who he is. All right? But here's the thing, the first statement. Hit this, hit the like button. Subscribe. I'm going to like my own video. I can't. Sorry, you can't like your own lives. That was real dumb. But what we're going to do is we're going to look this guy up, see what he's talking about. Bobby Billions, OG Bobby Billions. Let's check it out, guys. OG Bobby Billions, musical artist. All right, who wants BDs and GDs, or I guess gang members who usually kill people, to go to Ukraine to go fight. All right. Bobby Billions, he is a rapper, producer, songwriter, according to Spotify, from Dallas, Texas. He's a verified artist. And Mr. Bobby Billions has 1,676,538 monthly listeners. All right? He has several songs on here. Views, Outside, Better Days. It's a lot of views. It's only a 2-minute song, but it has 67 million views. Interesting. He's been putting stuff out all year. Let's see how long he's been doing this. 21. Everything is 2021. Now I'm thinking about Bobby Billions. I think it's that guy that he was affiliated with Mo3 at one time, but I think they stopped being friends or something like that. And Mo3, they say, allegedly is the one who gave him his attention in his town. I don't know. I'm not from Dallas. Shout out to the Dallas rappers and all these people, everybody out there. But it's not really necessarily about OG Bobby Billions. I don't see much about the guy, and it's not pertaining to what he says. But what I really want to talk about is about the whole science of gang members who are known to terrorize their community, sell drugs, do drive-bys on their ops, spin blocks. Um, I guess are pretty good with assault weapons, right? Them going over and recruiting, volunteering themselves, which I don't even know if that's possible, to go to Ukraine and go fight, right? Which I guess is an honorable thing. Sounds like some movie type stuff where you just Rambo going over there to help, right? Which I guess is a commendable thing. But here's the thing: BDs and GDs, they live in horrible, they live in conditions, similar conditions that are not so well, and they're creating a lot of those conditions, right, based off whatever they're experiencing in their life. But before you go to the Ukraine, maybe you should take care of the stuff in your own neighborhood. Maybe you should go out in the street and go stop the opposing gangs or members of your gang from killing innocent kids and girls and children and women and men. People who have nothing to do with your gang war. Maybe you should take your energy and the same pain, because I'm thinking about it. You're Bobby Billion. I don't know if he's a gang member or what. I don't know about him. It's Bobby Billions. It's not really much popping up about the guy. Just put keywords. Let's see if he's ever been arrested. Was Bobby Billions arrested? No, it's nothing. I don't see anything that looks good. Except that he didn't want Mo 3. Him and Mo 3 had problems. See some article about Rainwater, who's Mo 3's manager, saying some stuff about Bobby Billions. But I don't see much about this guy. Alright? So maybe he's just doing this for clout, or just happened to go viral because Ukraine is a viral thing right now. So anything with the word Ukraine or Russia war is probably gonna, catch some heat. But this guy wants GDs and B. I don't even know if he's a member of any of these gangs. Is he a BGD or a BD? I don't know. Right? I know they have gangs and stuff like that, and Crips and stuff like that in Texas. But don't know about this guy. Don't know. Don't know if he has a criminal background. We don't know much about this guy, but I guess we have to stay tuned. But the main factor is that gangs who terrorize their neighborhoods, who want to leave their own neighborhood, which they terrorize, and go to the Ukraine to go help the people in Ukraine when they done terrorize and tow up their own neighborhood. Somebody holler at me, man. Bobby Billions, tell your GD and BD friends to fix their own neighborhood and get rid of the criminals in their hood. Or maybe they should stop ODing on their own neighborhood before they go to the Ukraine. Now, I'm sure the Ukraine would love your services, or maybe not, because I don't know, I see what they did to them Africans, and they won't let them Africans on there, but somebody said that it was women and children they were escorting out first. I really doubt it was just women and children, because anybody with money and clout is going to get out first. If you got money and clout, you getting out first. We seen Independence Day. We seen all these movies and people try to run out. First people out, the politicians and the rich people. Then women and babies are last, and then men, because all the men can't even leave the Ukraine. If you're a Ukrainian individual, you can't even leave. You have to stay there to fight. We know the images that are popping out showing horrible things that are going on, and we know that the news is going to, show the worst of the worst, especially the New York Post. Oh my God. They're showing some horrible images. Right? This is what we going to, New York Post. We're stooping so low. We got tired of beating on the Knicks. When you go into the Ukraine to show things happening, and we can only go off what the news is based off. Hopefully they have integrity when they're showing us this stuff. But Bobby Billions wants OG gangsters and all these other people in the hoods to go to the Ukraine. But because they're slinging guns and they're rapping about guns and spitting guns in their own neighborhood and shooting their own friends and shooting people that look like them, he feels that they have this military technical training to go to Ukraine. Now, I'm not doubting these gangbangers' abilities, but most of the Russian soldiers, I'm sure, are not over there smoking weed and sipping lean, um, hanging out a window shooting at people. I don't think some of those BDs and GDs, now, no disrespect to them, I'm sure some of them are probably really would be very effective, right? Like John Rambo over there. But some of them probably wouldn't last 10 seconds. Number one, the GDs and BDs don't have the tanks and missiles and nuclear power that Russia has to make a pint of damage to their army, right? Number two, I don't think BDs and GDs are as motivated as they are towards their own ops, or the history of the ops that they go after, um, as they would be for Ukraine, for the Ukraine people, right? Number three, it seems like they're more worried about making mixtapes and rap songs than they are about fighting a war, right? I don't know if, you won't be able to, there's no time to go viral and go on Instagram, you know, arguing with your ops in Ukraine. Number one, we can't understand what the Ukrainian people would be saying. I mean, the Russians would be saying back, if you're fighting for the Ukrainians, then you would be probably fighting for against the Russians. And since we don't speak Russian, I wouldn't know what the hell your ops would be saying back on Instagram if I check any of the videos of you beefing with your ops, right? Another thing, um, who's picking them? Who's bringing them over there? You, Bobby Billions, or maybe you got a private jet, Bobby, where you can pick up all the BDs and GDs all over the country, because there's a lot of them. They got some in Brooklyn. They all over the place now, not just Chicago. And you're gonna pick them up and fly them, drop them over there. What about uh, the organization or the BDs and GDs is organized as a military? Are they going to follow orders from their general? Who's going to lead them into battle? Most people use Google Maps. There's no Google Maps going into the Ukraine. All right. Um, Designer sneakers and Air Jordans and Marys probably wouldn't be the greatest outfit inside the Ukraine. Right. Somebody may rip off that black label in your back of your jeans and send it to your family. I don't get it, but once again, a rapper from Dallas who was down with Mo3, who passed away, and he was taken out on a highway. The individual was arrested for that crime. Um, they believe that the BDs and GDs would go over there and they should help. What do you think, guys? Who's out there? Nobody's watching it right now, but if you catch this video later on my page, please comment. What do you think? You think that BDs and GDs would make a dent or a change, or in the Ukraine war, or do you even think they would want to go? What do you think? Do you think that the BDs and GDs would volunteer on their own behalf after OG Bobby Billions, so I don't even know if he's in any of those gangs, they might even care what he got to say. But do you think that they would go there and fight for the Ukrainians when you're not even fighting for your own families and communities and people who are out in your own neighborhoods, out accidentally getting hit by stray bullets and things like that? It's an everyday factor. It never changes. What do you think, man? I don't think that those guys would want to do that. Number one, and then he called out, what did he call out? He called out OTF. He said, I'm calling on all Slaughter Gang members, OTF, NBA, the GDs, and the BDs. We got to put an end to this. End to the Ukraine war? Don't you have other things you should be putting an end to? How about the end of black on black crime? Shout out to my son, who's out in Harlem and all up and down New York City putting up posters I saw for trying to stop black on black violence. And all violence is bad, but when you're, you try to assist who you assist or who you're around. And when you're living in a neighborhood of your people who look like you want to help those just where you're from, your genetics, right? Ending black on black gun violence, which is like a disease in the community, in that scope, people African American people, Hispanics. High level of assaults and violence. GDs and BDs over the decades have contributed to a lot of that violence, and they still do. Even though Chicago may not be the hottest news story anymore, but if you look at any, just Google Chicago CMC, you'll see that the shootings and murders are still happening. And but OG Bobby Billions wants NBA YoungBoy gang, NBA YoungBoy's crew, or OTF, only the family. I don't think OTF is going over there. They're only for the family. Unless their family is Ukrainians, I really doubt Little Dirk and them is going over there. Plus, they have some other charges to fight back in Oblak. But they got to defeat them charges they caught. So, I really doubt they'll be able to do that. Maybe they could trade off and say, hey, instead of doing life in prison for killing FGB Duck, maybe we can go to Ukraine and risk our lives and fight for those people as kind of like a give back for the actions they've taken. Somebody talk to me right now. Let me know something is going on. OTF NBA, he wants GDs, BDs, OTF. I guess he's calling out all gang. He said Slaughter Gang. Who's Slaughter Gang? Which one is Slaughter Gang? Is that what's it, Slaughter Gang? Slaughter Gang, man. Slaughter Gang is Atlanta Cats. Let's look them up. Slaughter Gang. They from Atlanta. You have a guy named 21 Savage is Slaughter Gang. Okay. I knew it sounded familiar. Man Savage, Lotto Savage. So I think the Ukrainians could definitely use some savages to go over there and help them out. Right? Be real savage with the enemy. But if they're that savage, they're probably gonna also be doing other savage stuff, and they gotta be watched. So maybe that's not a good idea. Young Nudie, Freaky DSMG, Slaughter Gang from Atlanta, 20-something-year-old individuals, and he wants all these guys to go over there. I don't think they care about that. They're worrying about girls with BBLs and stuff. They're not trying to go no Ukraine to help anybody, man. They're helping themselves, man. OG Bobby Billions. I think you just put that out there just for attention. You got it. You hope that your Spotify views go up and your bookings go up, which is fine. You know, the internet is a thing. People trying to go viral, make their content spread so they can become influential, like the flu. Confidential, right? Confidential. Yeah. So this is how I feel about this. OG Bobby Billions. You know, your request for gangbangers to go there and help out. People have been saying that for years. You know, you want to kill people, once you go to so and so and go kill and go fight for war and blah 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 blah. But we don't understand. The army trains people for months, or maybe a year, or whatever they do for combat before they even think about putting them in the book. You're gonna take some guys straight from the street who some have drug habits and impulsive behavior and murderous mentalities is probably the only thing that would fit for over there. But even with a murderous mentality, you still gotta have to be able to take orders and have control. I don't know if gangbangers can take orders and can have control. Obviously, when a kid is young, he's probably more liable to take control. But once he gets a certain age and understands how things move in the streets, he's really not gonna listen to anybody. All right? It's hard enough getting a person to put phone down to get off TikTok. You trying to get them to do push-ups and train and clean their rifle? I doubt that's going to happen. So, Bobby Billions, what I suggest you do is you go back and recant your video, OG Bobby Billions from Dallas, right? And you should say that BDs and GDs should go to the U.S. Embassy and ask if they can go to the country and fight. But before that, they will go into boot camp and learn how to take orders so they could be effective, right? That is what I think they should do. They're sending over gangbangers to Ukraine, and you think they're just going to volunteer and help and be like G.I. Joe or something? I doubt that. Who knows what they'd go over there and do? Probably steal stuff, break into homes, attack people. They're gonna do the same stuff they do back in their hometown. So before any of them even go anywhere to help another country, they need to go help themselves and go help their own community. Stop knocking off your own people. Stop shooting people that look like you for dumbness. Stop going to bars, getting drunk, get mad, you get thrown out, and shoot the bartender, all type of retard stuff. There's a whole lot of life to live. So all of a sudden, Mr. Bobby Billions, you see images and footage of that. You just feel you had to say something because celebrities are making songs about Ukraine while people are dying. It's ridiculous, man. All of you need to stop. You really need to stop the nonsense. It's really sad out here. People chasing clout for attention. Mr. Bobby Billions, you're clearly chasing clout. You want attention, and I guess you got it from XL Magazine or wherever the hell they posted you. The Beat FW. Actually, that's not even the page. It's Coley.com. And this guy talking about go and fight. Come on, man, stop it, man. Bobby Billions. Maybe you should take some of your fake billions and send it over to the Ukraine so they can be able to buy weapons and things to fight back. But yeah, it's not gonna happen. You're just gonna be sending more B's and G's to catch bullet wounds, and this doesn't make any sense. Yeah, and somebody commented, let OG Bobby know he has to contact the defense attaché of the embassy of the Ukraine in his country, and they could hook that up, man. So if you saying BDs and GDs, don't worry about them, OG Bobby. Maybe you should go over there. Maybe you should volunteer yourself and document it and put it on Instagram so we can follow. Put it in your Patreon so we can watch you go over there and fight live. I'll pay for that just to see Bobby Billions. Now, when you go over there, don't take off your rapper outfit. Keep the jewels on, keep your gold teeth, diamonds, and I want to see you fighting out there with your designer sneakers and pants on at the same time. See if you can run with them tight jeans. I don't know if you wear tight jeans, but a lot of rappers wear tight jeans. Let's see if you can run in the battlefield with them tight jeans that rappers wear. Them big jeans that have shrunken in 2021 into some super skinny pants. And you pay $500, $600, $800 for. Let's see, Mr. OG Bobby Billions, that if you can run and dodge bullets with them tight jeans that rappers wear, right? And that big chain. I'm not even gonna go into race and things like ethnicity and stuff like that, or whether people would even want you over there or like you or want to help you. Because when you go over there, you're gonna need your soldiers to hold you down. And if you're associating with people who don't like you, you might not last long. So a lot of factors to take in, Mr. OG Bobby Billions, before you start recommending that gang members, OG Black disciples, gangster disciples, all these people go to Ukraine. I think they should stay home and figure out what they got going on, problems in their own life, and fix the problems in their community before they go to the Ukraine. Let the military handle that, all right? I don't know why you got so inspired off of that. You don't get inspired when you see people in Dallas getting shot, little kids, women, other rappers. You know, when Yellow Beezy got shot, did you go out and say, yo, this is tired, it's GDs and BDs, we need to go find out who did that to Yellow Beezy, this needs to stop? All the other stuff that happened in Texas, do you go and say, yo, let the GDs and BDs, we need to go stop this? Did you do that? No. So why are you choosing the Ukraine all of a sudden? Because it's a hot topic on Google Trends? Listen, OG Bobby, I'm sure your music's probably pretty good. Mo3 had good music. If he messed with you, he probably, I'm going to check it out another time. But you, as far as you saying that these guys should go up there, no. I don't think so. Leave it to the professionals, man. But good job on going viral for a little bit. Maybe you get more views and stuff, And this is no hate. This is just jewels dropping. The person said, how do you know? Well, I'm from the hood, but I have education as well. I went to school, and yeah. So this is how I feel about it. Live number, whatever. All right, nobody tuned in, but you can catch this live later on. So a good shout out to OG Bobby Billions, the BDs, the GDs, Keep doing your thing. Stay safe. Stay free. Make billions of dollars like OG Bobby Billions. All right. There's the thing about rappers and porn stars. Porn stars usually name themselves either after characters, but it usually has some kind of measurement, like Lana boobs or something. So when you see Lana, you expect Lana to have some boobs. But rappers, they'll call themselves OG triple thousand quillionaire. Then you find out the guy drives a damn rent a car. It's like you're renting a studio and you're driving a rented car and your furniture's from Rent a Center, but you call yourself a billionaire. Now I don't know this guy, but I really doubt he's a billionaire. Maybe he is. If you are a billionaire, OG Bobby Billion, maybe you should send some money to the Ukraine so they can better fight themselves. They don't need G's. They need some cash and guns. All right. It's been a while. I got to log off, but you guys have been great. Hit the subscribe button. You know, we'll keep this thing going. But we're gonna keep pumping out this stuff, and we're gonna keep it moving, man. But yeah, BDs and GDs, no, don't go to Ukraine. If you do, it's cool, but you got problems in your own neighborhoods that need to be helped and fixed, and that's where things should begin. This is D. Marie, aka the Faceless Caseworker. Until next time.